Well, violence has taken a lot of lives in communities across the Triad. One child after another has died or is now living life differently because of it. A lot of times, law enforcement says the suspects are someone their own age.
But there is a new program in High Point, and it's giving students the tools and emotional support that they need. Fox 8's Daniel Pierce, live in an area where a small group of middle schoolers have gone through a resiliency program. Daniel, what are these conversations like?
These conversations look at how students can process their emotions in a healthy way as opposed to acting on them in a violent manner. These students are also getting a look at hardships and how that can play into the emotions they may see some of their classmates display in and out of the classroom. For example, what these kids did is they walked up and down Washington Street here in High Point, and they got to look at some of the hardships that can be present in a community. For example, like a mural right over there, and then 45 yards away, they find an empty abandoned lot and a destroyed building.
It made you say, so this is the side that you don't see.
Change a problem, you first have to identify why it's happening. 7th grader Nashawn Perkins believes those problems start in what he captured in these photos: trashed parks and abandoned buildings.
Just gonna sit there and rot and eventually be torn down and turn into a vacant lot. Build a park, build something that people in the community could use.
Nashawn's idea has evolved over the past month. He is one of 10 middle schoolers involved in the city's pilot program through Resilience High Point. Students are taught positive ways to process and express their emotions and the hurt that can come if you act out in violent ways.
Action has a reason behind it. No one's just gonna up and say, I want to go kill this person today. This person has to die. No, there's a reason behind it.
Communication and how to de-escalate situations. And I feel like if that was implemented for everybody, then there'd be a lot less violence.
Students are paired with college mentors like Ariel Moore and tasked with taking photos of their community showing beauty or hardships and neglect.
With their captions and just things that they have observed, I think is more powerful.
One student wrote, "This destroyed building shows hardships and could somehow be the result of consistent gang violence." Trash lots and neighborhoods prompted this reaction. People don't get the same resources or opportunities.
These were 6th and 7th graders that were having these discussions.
An untended area that has been neglected, how that affects your mental health and like your sense of well-being.
Through these photos, students like Kayshawn and Logan Brantley hope to inspire change in High Point and in their classroom.
But more so in that area, I can give them that person's perspective because I've seen it.
If you want to see these photos that kids have taken as well as see their insight into what they got from it, you can actually go to the Piedmont Environmental Center on Penny Road. These photos are a part of the Photo Voice Advocacy exhibit that is going to be on display tomorrow between 10 o'clock and noon. Live in High Point, Daniel Pierce, Fox 8 News.